We all know that Goku is one of the most iconic anime characters of all time, and he is the main star of the Dragon Ball franchise. He's led every single Dragon Ball series through DBS, and now with the Galactic Prisoner arc ended, and now knowing that Goku has the power of Ultra Instinct at his disposal whenever he wants, I'm going to make a bold claim for the future of Dragon Ball Super. It's time for Goku to retire, and this is coming from a huge Goku fan. So in this video, we're going to be discussing the future of Dragon Ball Super and why it is necessary for Goku to start retiring now. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Fitzmonk TV here, aka Julorn33. I'm back here with another video on the channel for y'all today. Thank you guys for joining me. And like I said in the opening, it is time for Goku to retire. And this is coming from a huge Goku fan. He's my favorite anime character. He's my favorite Dragon Ball character. But even I think it's time for them to start developing the next generation of Dragon Ball heroes, alright? And that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. So like I did with Vegeta and Moro, we're going to be evaluating Goku's character from the Moro Arc. Even though I'm going to be kind of honest, there's not too much to evaluate because Goku's been the same character throughout the entire Dragon Ball franchise. And it's not a big problem because we still all love Goku at the end of the day, right? And Goku's character is one of the reasons why many of us love Dragon Ball. But there's not too much to evaluate. But the big key is the end of the Moro Arc and why Goku made the decisions that he did and what this means for the future of Dragon Ball. So of course, like we did with the other characters, we got to start from the beginning, right? So when Goku and Vegeta, when they first meet Merus and they join the Galactic Patrol and they first meet Moro, right? Goku doesn't really do too much. Remember, Goku never really got a chance to go up against Moro in the first half of the arc. Because remember, when Vegeta was fighting Moro, Moro was draining energy from both Vegeta and Goku. So by the time that they figured it out and Vegeta had been defeated, right? Goku had already had his energy drained, so he was not able to transform. So Moro was able to take him out easily. So basically then, they get saved by the Namekians and they try to confront Moro again, right? We see Moro make the wish of getting his magic back and also freeing the prisoners of the Galactic Prison, right? Goku gets angry, but there's really not much to say. Like I said, Goku's been the same character throughout the entire franchise. We see Vegeta, right? Vegeta, he reflects on his past actions and the evil things he did back in Dragon Ball Z and how he feels like he owes to the Namekians, right? Goku's pure nature of wanting to, help those that are in trouble is, still on display here, but it's nothing new. So it's really, I can't really evaluate it because Goku's always been this guy wanting to help others and save them from evil people in the universe. So after they fight the galactic prisoners, right? We see Goku and Vegeta, they go their separate ways. Vegeta goes to planet Yardrat to gain a technique to defeat Moro, and Goku goes off to train with Merus. We get to see Goku and Merus spar before that, and then Goku can tell that Merus is different. Merus is hiding something, but he's still a good guy at the end of the day. And then Goku finds out that Merus does know about Ultra Instinct. And then Merus, because he believes Goku can take down Moro if he masters Ultra Instinct, he agrees to train Goku in the Room of Spirit and Time. So we don't get much, right? We don't see much of Goku and Merus training in the Room of Spirit of Time in the middle of the arc. I'm hoping that when the Dragon Ball Super anime comes back, they do give us, a little bit of extra filler and give us more insight into the relationship between Goku and Merus. I feel like that's something a lot of us want to see when the Moro Arc eventually gets adapted in the anime. But we don't see Goku again until Goku and Merus finish off their training, and then it's revealed to us that Merus is an angel. Goku and Vegeta were never able to figure out that Merus was an angel, but they knew that he was something special. So we found out that he's an angel, and then Goku has to take a spaceship, and what's kind of funny, Goku spends the next couple chapters taking a spaceship to try to get to Earth. So we see that Goku is able to get to Earth when Krillin raises his energy enough so that Goku can sense it using instant transmission, and he's able to teleport straight over to Earth. So of course Goku tells Krillin that he's excited for the fight, even though he knows that Moro is very dangerous and evil. Classic Goku. There's not much to evaluate because Goku's always been that way. No matter how evil the person is, no matter how strong his opponent is, Goku is excited because he gets to test out his limits, and he gets to test out how strong he is. He knows by fighting evil guys, that's the best way that he's going to get stronger and be able to improve. Goku always trying to get better and improve from his last battle. So we see Goku versus Sagambo, right? Goku is easily able to take down Sagambo using Super Saiyan Blue. He did use Ultra Instinct a little bit during the fight with Sagambo, but not much because he wanted to save the power from Moro. Moro was able to detect that Goku was using some kind of divine technique, and he keeps giving Sagambo energy to try to force Goku, into using Ultra Instinct. But eventually Sagambo is not able to hold the power of Moro, and he eventually dies. So Goku then confronts Moro, right? And Goku asks Moro, why did you just kill your friend? And then Moro reveals like, no, these are just all my pawns, right? I'm never friends with them. They're just working with me to, further my goals. So this makes Goku angry, but it makes sense for Goku's character. So then we get Ultra Instinct Goku versus Moro, and the fight is great. Right? At the end of chapter 59, we do see Goku get defeated for the first time. Remember, Ultra Instinct Omen Goku got defeated by Moro 3 times in this arc alone. And the first time, the main reason for that is he was trying to rush the fight quickly. That's something Goku doesn't usually does. Goku usually is very patient when he fights. He's defensive and he's strategic. Right? Vegeta is the more offensive of the two. Vegeta likes to end fights quickly, but Goku likes to try to drag the fight on as long as possible. It makes sense for Goku's character. But Goku tries to rush the fight here because he knows that the weakness of Ultra Instinct Omen is the stamina. And then when he gets defeated by Moro, Moro had already had this figured out, and Goku reveals to us, he says, sorry, Merus, man, trying to use Ultra Instinct in this way is not for me. So then in chapter 60, he still had the advantage over Moro, right? He was stronger, but the thing about it is the stamina had a drain on Goku, and all Moro had to do was wait for Goku's stamina to come into play, and that's how Moro was able to take advantage and defeat Goku for a second time. We see Goku, he tries to push Ultra Instinct to the limit because, not only is Ultra Instinct a technique for speed, but it's also a gigantic power boost. But we see Goku get defeated because he tries to use Ultra Instinct in a way that's focused on sheer power instead of using the speed like Merus taught him. So then, of course, Vegeta comes in and we learn about Spirit Fission and all of that. And then we get one of the most violent scenes in Dragon Ball, right? Probably the most violence we've seen in Dragon Ball Super. After Moro fuses with 7-3, we see Goku fires off a Kamehameha full power in Super Saiyan Blue, right? He doesn't have enough energy to use Ultra Instinct, so he's able to go Super Saiyan Blue, but Moro, it has no effect on him, and he regenerates his arm while impaling Goku right in the chest. Very, very bloody scene. We see Goku fall unconscious, and he's very, very close to death with a huge hole in his chest. Very bloody, but I loved seeing that, right? So then, of course, Goku gets healed, and then Merus sacrifices himself because Merus reveals to Goku, right? Goku got defeated by Moro for a 3rd time. I believe we're at chapter 62. Chapter 62, chapter 63 at this point. We see Merus sacrificed himself, and he reveals to Goku that the training did work. You did gain the power of Ultra Instinct. All you need is a trigger, right? The trigger to Ultra Instinct is, calming and focusing your emotions. So Merus chooses to sacrifice himself, and then we get that panel about Goku talking about how even though, most of the strongest guys he's faced are bad guys, like Frieza, Cell, Boo, Zamasu, Moro in this arc, even though most of the guys he fights are evil, he loves the challenge because he gets to break his limits and, further test himself. And one thing about Goku is that, if the guy is bad, he'll keep fighting them over and over again, hoping that maybe one day they'll change their ways and, potentially join the good side. And we do see that with the Goku giving Moro a Snezu Bean, which we'll get into in just a moment. So, I like that panel a lot, and I reference it a lot when I'm talking about the Moro Saga, because it really gives you an insight into Goku's character in Dragon Ball Super. And I have no problem with it. It makes sense for Goku to be this way. It doesn't matter if the guy's, strong or evil. Goku, he doesn't look at himself as a hero. We may see Goku as a hero, but he doesn't see himself as a hero. He's just so pure, right, that you think he's a hero by nature. So it makes perfect sense. So, after Merus makes a sacrifice, like I said, I hope that when the anime comes back, we get more insight into the relationship between Goku and Merus, so it's easier for people to understand that get confused by the Goku and Merus relationship. It makes sense for me, but I know there's many people out there that are confused by their relationship. So we see Merus' sacrifice. It's the trigger for Goku to go into Ultra Instinct, right, mastered. I don't like how they had Goku say that the lesson he learned from Merus' sacrifice is that he's fighting alone, because it makes Goku look a little bit dumb, right? And that's one of my problems with Dragon Ball Super. With DBZ, Goku's written very well, but in Dragon Ball Super, they kind of make Goku a little bit too kid-friendly, and they make him sound a little idiotic, even though we all know that Goku should be written a little bit more smarter than that, right? Come on, Goku's had help throughout the entire Dragon Ball franchise. He would not be where he is if it wasn't for the help of his friends and allies. So I don't like how Goku's, they're making Goku relearn lessons that he should already know just from his past battles alone. But we see Goku absolutely mollywops Moro using Master Ultra Instinct. And then, the biggest thing, right? In chapter 65, we see Goku give Moro a Snezu Bean. I made multiple videos on it, so I don't really want to spend any real time on it. It was a bad decision, even though at the end of the day, the decision didn't really mean much, right? Because right after Goku gave Moro a Snezu Bean, Moro tries to hit Goku, and, it had no effect. He actually breaks his hand because Goku is so strong in Master Ultra Instinct. It makes, his body, steel, so it's, impossible to hit him. So the Snezu Bean decision, even though it wasn't bad, it didn't have much of an impact at the end of the day. If you legit look at it, the panel where Goku gives Moro a Snezu Bean is legit a small box. It's not half a page or anything like that. So it's not even meant to be that important, even though it was not a smart decision. But it really didn't mean much. So that's why I really don't want to keep talking about it, right? But the thing about it is, it kind of makes sense because Goku's character, is what really furthers the Dragon Ball Super story. Most of the actions of Goku's, the people he meets, right, the things he says, his pure nature, right, it allows him to, have these relationships with people like Broly, like Jiren, like Hit. People you think that if it was Vegeta in the main character position, Vegeta would never be able to, develop these friendly relationships with these types of people. But Goku, since he's so pure of heart, right, he's able to develop these relationships, and they help further the Dragon Ball Super story. Like the Moro, here with Moro, right? No matter if you like the Goku giving Moro a Snezu Bean decision or not, it furthers the story of Dragon Ball Super. And it's one of the reasons why Goku works so well in the main character role. It doesn't matter if you like the choice or not. It helps the story evolve. Without Goku giving Moro the Snezu Bean, we don't get that fantastic finale in Dragon Ball Super Manga chapter 66. It's that simple, really, right? So we see, Moro, he tries using the power of Merus. We see Moro as he gets Ultra Instinct, right, by using Merus's abilities. Once Goku mollywops him again, and I just love how Master Ultra Instinct is like undefeatable, right? We see Moro fuse with planet Earth, and then we get the whole climax in Manga Chapter 66, which is fantastic. I love how, you know, Goku doesn't do it on his own. They get Vegeta, and then they get all the Z fighters, and the biggest thing, Oob, right? That's the X factor that I'm gonna leave you with, right? Goku did a fantastic job, right, using the power of his friends, you know, to defeat Moro. You know, that was done perfectly by Torotaro. And I love how they had Goku giving the thumbs up in the end, you know, nice little Easter egg to the end of the Buu saga. So I said at the beginning of this video, Goku needs to retire. Alright, if we're analyzing Goku's character from the Moro saga, Goku doesn't really learn much. Goku doesn't change, and that's a common theme throughout all of Dragon Ball. Goku doesn't change at all, really. Vegeta, he goes through a lot of character development. We see that with Piccolo and Gohan and other characters, but Goku stays the same. And because Goku stays the same, that allows the Dragon Ball Super story to continue to progress. But Goku has the power now of Master Ultra Instinct. You know, you can argue with me whether, you know, Goku should have mastered Ultra Instinct in this arc, or should they have saved it for a future story. But it is what it is. Goku can now go into Master UI whenever he wants. And we know that Master UI is, at least right now, it's undefeatable. Right? You can't beat Goku while he's in that form unless you have some energy draining technique like Moro did, something like that. Merus said it himself. You know, Goku will not lose to anybody if he has the power of Master Ultra Instinct. You know, the speed is unreal, the power that he gives you. So Goku's pretty much on a level by himself. I don't even know if Vegeta's ever going to be able to catch up to him. We'll just have to wait and see what happens in the future of the Dragon Ball Super manga. But now that they have brought Oob into the story, right? And we don't know if the next arc is gonna have Goku finally meet Oob at the like the end of Z with the martial arts tournament. You know, they're gonna reach that point at some point. They're gonna get there. But now that they've revealed that Oob has God Ki that he got from Evil Kid Buu, since, you know, Oob is the reincarnation of Evil Oob, right? They can now set it up. They can, you know, and it could take a long time, but they can set it up and have Goku pass the torch to Oob as the next big hero of Earth. Because we know that Oob, you know, he's the good version of Buu. That's the wish that Goku made, right? Oob having God Ki adds so many different, you know, elements and so many different pathways that they can go with the story. And they can take their time because no matter what they choose to do, we all know that Oob has so much potential with him now that he has God Ki. Kid Buu had God Ki, but he had no idea how to use it. And that God Ki got passed to Oob. And I love it. Goku now with Master Ultra Instinct, I don't expect Goku to lose. If I see Goku lose a battle using Master Ultra Instinct in the next arc, I'm going to lose my mind, because I have been stated on the record saying Goku should not get another form for a long time. This is it. You know, Ultra Instinct is like the combination of everything Goku's learned throughout the entire Dragon Ball franchise. It's perfect for him. Ultra Instinct isn't meant for Vegeta, but it works perfectly for Goku. And I'm on the record saying Goku should not be getting another form for a long time. Maybe we one day see Ultra Instinct Vegeta or Ultra Instinct Gogeta, but Goku should not be losing in Master UI. So what I think they need to do, you can keep Goku as a main character, but, you know, if Goku can't lose a battle, how do you make, you know, opponents that make the Dragon Ball Super storyline interesting? I think it's time for Goku to become a sensei. You could still have Goku as the main character, but I would spend the next couple arcs having Goku, you know, train Broly, train Oob, right? You can have Vegeta there for the ride as well. If you want, you can bring in the Universe 6 characters of Khalifa and Kale. You guys know I'm a big fan of Khalifa. She's kind of like, she reminds me a lot like a female Goku. I would spend the next arcs of Dragon Ball Super. Goku and Vegeta are still the main characters, of course, but now they're training the next generation. Training Oob, training Broly. We know both those characters alone have massive potential, right? I can definitely see Oob one day potentially getting Ultra Instinct. And Broly, man, who, if he's ever able to tap into God Ki, who knows how strong his Super Saiyan God form would be, you know, compared to Goku and Vegeta. It would be absolutely, you know, ridiculous, right? And then, you know, getting Goten and Trunks involved, because I hate that they're not used. You know, Goten and Trunks have been useless throughout Dragon Ball Super. It's time to start aging them up and actually preparing them to be, you know, actual fighters. I don't want them to get the Gohan treatment, you know, and I'm happy that Gohan's actually been used throughout most of Dragon Ball Super. But, you know, it's time for them to start building up the next generation. Even though Goku and Vegeta, they're only in their late 40s, you know, early 50s, and we know that they can fight till they're 80 years old. Man, I'm messing up my words. But even though they can fight for many years to come, it's time to start building up that next generation. I don't know what's going to happen. What's the end game for Goku and Vegeta? If one day, you know, maybe Vegeta becomes God of Destruction, I don't know. You know, I'm not going to think about that. But it's time to start building up the next generation. Master Ultra Instinct is perfect for Goku, right? And since Goku didn't really learn much after the Moro Saga, he's still the same character for the most part, you know. One thing in anime is your main character should always be learning new lessons, not relearning lessons he learned in past arcs. So that's why I'm saying for the future of Dragon Ball Super, right, put Goku as the main character. You can still have that, but have him start training up the next generation so that we can see the future of the franchise being through Oob and Broly and some of these other characters, you know. Because I don't want to see Goku get any more forms. That's really what Dragon Ball is about, right? If the next opponent is stronger or is able to somehow defeat Master Ultra Instinct, you know what Toriyama's going to do. Give Goku another form. And he doesn't need that. He doesn't need any more forms. Master Ultra Instinct is perfect for Goku. Perfect. I'll probably do another video just discussing Master Ultra Instinct in the future. But it is time for Goku to retire in the sense that he's the only one fighting in these main battles, right? It's not just him and Vegeta. It's time to start getting Broly and Oob and some of these other characters more involved, because they are going to be the future of the franchise, like it or not. If you look at the Boruto manga right now, they are already passing the torch from Naruto to Boruto. And I'm not going to get into the spoilers, but just go read the Boruto manga. It is absolutely wild right now. That's what they need to start doing here in Dragon Ball Super. I'm not saying you need to kill Goku. I'm not saying you need to, you know, have him become Master Roshi. What I mean by retirement is it's time for Goku to start preparing to pass that torch to characters like Broly and Oob so that we have an exciting future for Dragon Ball Super. That's all I'm saying. Goku will always be my favorite anime character. He'll always be my favorite Dragon Ball character. But even as a Goku fan, I believe the time has come that we start looking towards the next generation, especially now knowing that Goku's pretty much unbeatable when he's in Master Ultra Instinct. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think of that. Do you guys think it's time for Goku to start retiring and passing the torch to the next generation? Or do you guys think it's fine the way things are right now? It's going to be exciting what they do with the next Dragon Ball Super arc. It's going to be starting in chapter 67, and I cannot wait to see what they have in store. Let me know what you guys thought of the video in the comment section. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel by enable notifications by clicking the bell next to my name, Fitzone TV, so you guys are notified every time I post a new video. Make sure to follow me on social media. I'll have more Dragon Ball content coming soon. We do have Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 67 leaks coming in the next couple weeks, so make sure you guys are here for all that. I'll see you guys later. Stay safe, guys. Peace.